guys, welcome back to Random Lifestyle Vlog. Today we have another advent calendar. As you can see, this is Grazia 12 Days of Christmas. So I actually really enjoyed last year's Grazia's collaboration advent calendar. I think it was like a proper 24 or 25 days one, and it was done with collaboration with Latest in Beauty. I really liked that. It was quite skin heavy, but like I pretty much loved everything in there. So this time we have 12 days in collaboration with Glossybox this time. It looks quite elegant, I would say, and I honestly can't wait to see what's inside. I'm hoping for like more full sizes this time because you know it's a bit smaller and it has fewer days, so I'm hoping for full sizes, and I'm really hoping for some cool skincare products here. So before we start this unboxing, I'd like to remind you about our giveaway and about like another giveaway that's happening after this one. And also please remember to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done that yet. Okay, so let's start with this unboxing. So the advent calendar inside looks like this. So still we have this like a very elegant look here. Okay, so number one, it's actually quite, like you can see the drawers are actually quite long here. So number one is a classic. So this year we have it like everywhere. This is Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. So yeah, we have either this version or the one with SPF 30, I think. Yeah, I mean, I do like this cream, but it's really difficult for me to get excited with this product because with the amount of advent calendars I bought this season, I have like 5 of these, I don't know. So this will probably mean that all my family members will get one of these for Christmas. Yeah, and let's move on to number 2. So here we have Argentum. And this is a twin enhancing face oil. Okay. So I do like the packaging. It looks like a little, like a bubble, although it's not a bubble. It's like a Christmas tree decoration, maybe that's more accurate. So yeah, let me just unbox it. Let me just unpack it because I'm not really sure how this is a twin enhancing face, or maybe it's like a two-phase type of oil. Let me see. Okay, so I can't really tell much because the bottle is really dark. It's actually, I don't know if you can see, it's not black, it's like very, very dark purple. So it looks quite cool, but like very simple. You can't even tell the brand, but just by looking at it. So it's still a mystery for me why it's twin enhancing face oil. But yeah, something I want to try for sure. Oh, look, there's a card here, so maybe that will actually help. Okay, so I think I solved the mystery here. So this oil is an elixir designed to be used as a super light protective hydrating oil or as the twin star, enhancing the application of another product that in French, I mean it says in French here, okay, I'm not going to try. Okay, so but in general there's like another product in here, so you can use them both as like twin products, or you can just use it by itself, and apparently it should be quite lightweight. So let me just have a quick look because I don't really like too oily oils. I mean, my skin doesn't like them. I could probably go, so we'll see. So it doesn't really feel like super light, but it's actually absorbing quite well. So we'll see. I would just probably have to apply it on my face and decide if I like it or not. I always have problem with face oils. I mean, I like them, but most of them actually don't really work well with my skin, even though my skin is actually dry and it should, in theory, you should actually love face oils, right? But it doesn't. It doesn't. So, oh well, we'll see. Okay, let's move on to number 3. And here we have something by Rodial. So this is Vitamin C Eye Souffle. Okay, so I do like this brand. I do like vitamin C products. I don't really have like any discoloration problems or like dark spots or something like this. But I've noticed that vitamin C products actually kind of enhance the glow of my skin, so my skin feels like more radiant and it just looks better in general. So I do love vitamin C products. I don't think I found like any good vitamin C eye products so far, so that's actually something good to try. Is it like a night cream or a serum? It's an eye cream with 2% vitamin C for a visibly brighter, more even looking under eye. Okay, so that sounds perfect. I can't wait to try this one, and I'm assuming this is a full size. So the size is actually good so far. I think we've had two full sizes. The LMS cream wasn't a proper full size. The proper full size is 50 mils, but 30 mils is, you know, just almost just as good as a full size. I'm not complaining here. Okay, so let's move on to number 4. So here we have a skin tonic refreshing toner by eCooking, and this is a massive 200 ml bottle, and this is one of those like a very comfortable toners with a spraying thing in here. This one apparently has gently foaming formula. So apparently you can use it either by spraying it onto a damp cotton pad or into the air and allowing the mist to settle on your face. So that's actually quite cool. I never actually thought of that kind of application. So this is a very, very organic and natural brand. I've tried several products by this brand, and I have to tell you, I mean, some of them actually quite impressed me, and some of them were just not really my thing. So I have like mixed feelings, but generally this is a good brand. I'm not saying that the products I didn't like were bad or anything like that. They were just really not my type of product. So I'm really quite happy to have a toner here and a full size and a soothing one. So I think this is going to be something perfect for my sensitive skin. Okay, let's move on to number 5 now. So here we have something by Tarte, and this is Time to Prime. So we have a primer, smoothing primer, yes, and it contains vitamin C, E, and green bean extract for firmer smoothing appearance, and it has blurring and filling technology. That sounds actually quite cool. I'm not really sure if it's a full size, but it's a good size for sure. It's 15 mils. I'm not even sure if it comes like in a bigger size on the website, but yeah, this brand is actually, oh, that looks quite cool. That looks like whipped cream or something like that. That's actually quite interesting. Okay, it's very creamy. So yeah, I do like trying new primers, so definitely something I'm going to test soon. So number 6, we're halfway through now, and we have something big in here. I can grab it. Okay, so we have a doctor's formula product. This is 8-hour deep repair mask with marine collagen, and you should use it 2 to 3 times per week. Apply a thin layer onto clean dry skin in the evening. Allow the mask to sink in the skin and leave overnight. Okay, so this is a overnight treatment. You don't have to rinse it, and this is a 50 ml, so this must be a full size, right? The packaging is actually a little bit weird to me. This, yeah, it feels quite cheap, but as far as I know, it's actually not cheap. It's actually quite expensive, so I'm glad. I've never tried anything by Doctor's Formula, so I'm actually really interested in how it's going to work with my skin. And I do love testing new face masks, so yeah, there are quite many products for me to test so far. So far, I have to tell you, I'm actually quite impressed. The least exciting product for me was, as you probably can guess, the LMS cream, only because I have like too many of these already. If you don't have a massive stash of them, you'll probably be happy with it. Okay, so number 7. Okay, another good product. This is a Good Genes by Sunday Riley. So this is glycolic acid treatment with prickly pear extract. I do like this product. This is like an exfoliating treatment. You just put it overnight on your face, and then you can just put some kind of cream on top of that. This is, I mean, with my sensitive skin, it's actually quite fine, but I don't really use it every day because I can feel that it's actually I wouldn't say it's burning my skin, of course. I mean, you can feel a little bit of like a tingling sensation, something like this on your skin if your skin is sensitive. So I'm assuming like using this 2 to 3 times per week if your skin is sensitive will be enough. But yeah, Another product, I tried it and I ran out of it like recently, so I'm really glad to have a refill. So this is a good one. This is a good one, and this actually makes me quite happy. This is Christopher Robin Hydrating Melting Mask with Aloe Vera, and I've had a smaller size of this. This is 200 ml, so this is like a proper full size. I don't think you can get anything bigger than this. I've had a smaller size of this mask in one of the advent calendars before, and I have to tell you, I like it. I think Christopher Robin does like amazing hair masks and hair conditioners. And I'm really glad we don't have like another of those hair scalp scraps or something like this, because this is not really my thing. It's just kind of, it's so difficult for me to rinse it. So it just, my hair or my scalp just ends up being like more dirty than it was before. So not for me, but I'm really happy to get this one in this advent calendar, and the size is really quite amazing. 200 mils is a really nice size. Okay, so the last four, number 9. I was afraid it was empty for a moment, but it's not. And here we have Oskia Renaissance Cleansing Gel. Okay, so I think this was quite popular last year in advent calendars, because I had a little bit of a stash of these, but I don't think I found it anywhere this year. It might have been somewhere, but you know, I didn't really buy any single advent calendar, so might have been somewhere, but I didn't really buy. Never mind. So yeah, we have a standard 35 ml size. I think all the Oskia products, all the Oskia Renaissance cleansing gels I've ever had were this size. I'm not sure if this is the full size, or is it just the advent calendar size. Not sure. But as far as I know, it actually lasts for quite a long time. I mean, from my experience, right, it actually lasts for quite a long time. And this is one of the products that you put on your dry skin, and you just emulsify it with water, and it removes your makeup perfectly. So I'm actually quite glad to have another one of these. Number 10. And here we have something by Ren Clean Skincare. I do like this brand, so yeah, I'm quite happy. And this is Perfect Canvas. So it's a primer. It's a silicone-free skin finishing serum. Okay, so let me just have a quick look on how to, to use. Apply after moisturizer. Apply a few drops onto your fingers and gently massage over the full face until fully absorbed, and show full face coverage for best results. And the skin is smooth, plumped, filled, and primed, ready for makeup or not. So, okay, it says this is a perfecting finishing serum, but doesn't it sound a little bit like primer? I mean, you just apply it over your moisturizer and the skin is ready for makeup or not. But it does sound very close to primer, which mean I don't mind, because I do love, I mentioned that before, I do love testing new primers, but we've already had a primer. So yeah, is it an overkill? I think maybe a little bit. It's just only 12 days advent calendar, so if this was like a 24 days advent calendar, I don't think I would mind having 2 primers, or like quasi primers. I don't know what that is, but for me this is pretty much a primer. So in 12 days advent calendar we do have 2 primers. So that would probably be a little bit disappointing for me if this was my only advent calendar, I guess, because I'll probably prefer to find something else here. But since, I mean, this is one of the advent calendars I've unboxed this year, I don't really mind having another primer. Yeah. So let's move on to number 11. And we have some makeup in here. I mean, I do think that primers are something like in between makeup and skincare, right? But it's not like a proper makeup. So I would say this is a first makeup product here. And this is by Marc Jacobs. And this is a Topaz Flash Sequins Glam Glitter Liquid Eyeshadow. So this is the shade. And let me just have a quick swatch. Ooh, that's really nice. That's really nice. Definitely like a very Christmassy, wintry, even autumnal shade. But yeah, it's really nice. I like it, and I'm really glad that you know, my first thought was like, oh no, mascara, Marc Jacobs mascara, and I know many people love them, but I'm not a fan. My eyelashes are very, very picky, because there's like pretty much not many mascaras that can actually make them look like they exist. They're very short and they're very straight, so I was really afraid it's going to be a Marc Jacobs mascara, which for me doesn't really do much. But no, I'm really glad we have this eyeshadow liquid. Okay, so the last drawer here, drawer number 12, and what do we have in here? We have a neon candle. So I know most of you love neon candles, so if you got this advent calendar, I'm sure you'll be happy. This is a full size, 185 grams, very heavy, big candle. I personally am not a massive fan of these candles for some reason. I mean, I love how they smell on a cold wax. Yeah, but if I burn them, whenever I burn them, they just don't really, I don't know, just smell too, they just don't smell like my home, you know? But for those of you who actually like neon, this is a real luxury scent to de-stress. It has some lavender notes and some jasmine for sure. What does it say? Lavender, jasmine, and Brazilian rosewood. It smells really nice, but just as I said, whenever I burn it, whenever I just light a candle like this, it just doesn't really smell like my home. So yeah, but I think in general it's a really good final day in the advent calendar. So there you go, this is the Grazia 12 Days of Christmas 2020 advent calendar, fully unboxed. What do you think? Personally, I find this advent calendar quite good. I love the fact that these are mostly full sizes. There are no tiny things in here. I do like the variety. What I don't like is two primers. I know these are not exactly two primers, but like in general, like for me, these are pretty much two primers. Don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, officially, one of them is a serum, but it's not like a usual serum that you would use under your cream. This is a serum that you use on top of your cream before your makeup, which for me means primer. Anyway, yeah, two primers are the most disappointing thing in this advent calendar. Anything else is actually quite impressive, I would say. Even that LMS cream, I mean, this is just a personal thing that I'm not super excited about that, because, you know, too many. Plus, I do prefer the rich version of this cream, so yeah, in general, I think this advent calendar is good, although skincare heavy, but I think that could have been expected here. So please let me know down in the comments below what you think about this particular advent calendar. Did you like it or not so much? Did you buy it, or are you planning to buy it if it's still available? I would love to hear your thoughts, so please let me know what you think about this one down in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done that yet, because we still have more advent calendars to come, and some other things too. So yeah, thanks for your time and see you very soon. Bye!